starting with the circles of the head. So these circles start small. This is our first thing for modern. You may have done ballet, but just start small with your neck. Little circle around just from the head, and then we try to go just adding the shoulders, and then adding from the rib cage, and then adding from the waist. And I like to bend my knees on the waist one because it's a little easier on your back. Your back is always going to be smaller than your side or front, especially as we get bigger. So the back, keep it gentle, lifted to the back, don't crunch down into anything. From there, we're forward and we roll up. We do the same thing, head the other way. So we'll start to the right and then we'll go left. And then we'll start a little side leans. Try to feel these as being from the top of your head. Oops, let someone else in. There we go. Yeah, so you want to feel not, sometimes we do like a follow, and we might do something later where you're following head last. This time I want you to start with the top of your head. Up and over top of the head. Then we add our plie, plie. Then we add our little releve. So you're pressing up and over and down, up and over and down. And then we let it go forward one more time. Today we're going to just come back up, roll up nice and slow, and then start the side leans the other direction. So this is all focusing on breath, focusing on controlling from your core, but also letting things go, trying to not use muscles that you don't need to engage. All right, that is all. Okay, standing tall and parallel, just kind of a nice, I don't care too much where your feet are. They can be a little wider, whatever feels good for you for this one. Go ahead and start to shake it out a little bit. Release any tension. I'm going to take a couple circles of your shoulders, couple deep breaths. Releasing any tension. And starting dropping your head to the right. 1, 2. Just your head. And then from the shoulders, so just a little bigger. From your rib cage. And bending your knees from the waist all the way around. Forward, roll up. And a 5, 6, 7 to the left. Sorry, to the left. Almost went the wrong way. And then add your shoulders. Adding your rib cage. And then from the waist all the way around. Rolling up. 5, 6, dropping to the right. 6, 7, 8, head over and up. Breathing out, bending the knees. Try to feel your knees still tracking over your toes. Add your releve and press up and over. Press over, reaching forward, rolling up. Same thing to the left, leaning over. And reach. Breathing in, breathing out. And in, out, and in. Add your releve and rise up and over. And plie. Contract forward. Up. Let's go and reach up to the ceiling. Little side to side reach. And then let your head lead you down to a forward bend. Rock your knees out a little bit. And roll back up. And shake it out. Nice. All right. Let's go into our push-ups. And then we'll do sit-ups, and then we'll stand back up and be moving fluid again. The push-ups, try to use your breath today if you don't normally. It will help. I would exhale in general when you're exerting yourself. So like in the depth of your push-up. If you're in class and you're doing ground butmas, you want to exhale as your leg extends, as you're about to pirouette. Yeah, a lot of times that helps relax what doesn't need to be crazy engaged. And it helps get to the deeper, like your deeper ab muscles when you exhale. Okay, here we go, guys. First couple of 8 counts, do whatever you need to get your wrists and your shoulders ready. One more slow 8 counts before we start. Whatever you need to do. Ready, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, going 1. Breathing out and in. Breathing out and in. Feel your lower abs engaged. And deadlifting. Pulses a 1, 2. Double time and a 1, 2. Reach across, reach across. Keep breathing. And reach. 2 more sets. And back. Last one. Up and over. And swing around. Good dancers, stretch it out. Wait a couple 8 counts so the music picks back up. Remember, as you do these, to keep your abs engaged and to not straighten your elbows. Keep them a little bent. Here we go, left side, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. And breathe. If you start fatiguing out, holding plank is an option. Last 2. Try to keep your shoulders over your wrists. Deadlifting. And flip. Slow pulls, 2. Double time, 1, 2. To your right elbow, pushing it across. Feel your fingertips reaching towards the front, in front of yourself. I believe we have 2 more sets. Keep breathing. Feel that right leg stay nice and straight. And you're rocking forward on your toes. Left leg up and over. And push it up. And reach. And around. Good, dancers. All right, shake it out. Yay. All right. Breathe for a moment. And then we'll do sit-ups. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 4 counts up, reaching 1, 2. And contracting back side to side. Trying to keep your shoulders off the floor of those little rocks. And rock. One more time, rolling up. 2, 3, 4. Remember, you can always assist if you would like. Sometimes that helps get the transverse abdominis, the deeper guys that we're trying to engage, to the right. And down to the left, coming up to the left. Up to the left. 3, 4, and down. Up to the right. One more time. And reach. Coming up to the left. Breathing out. And breathing. This time stay up. Your legs up. Try to keep your knees and your feet together on these. They're really twisting, hitting those obliques. Quicker for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rolling back, bicycles. Reaching slowly. 1, 2. Try to grab more under your skull, so you're not fully pulling on your neck. And slow. 2. Double time. 5 and 6. Breathing out. And breathing. And 5 and 6. One more set. We're almost there. You can do it. And reach. And reach. And reach. And stretch it up. Woo! Some days that is just harder than other days. All right. Good, dancers. Good. Stand on up. And we're going to do our little, I don't know why my camera is just not getting my whole body today. We're going to do the follow along, arms, moving through our feet, side to side. So start thinking again back into flowy, relaxing what doesn't need to be engaged. But I do also want you to create some resistance for yourself in your arms. So just like ballet class, obviously we don't just throw positions, especially as we get older, we learn to control, make everything smooth. We have that little bit of resistance. So do that here, and then make maybe 20% more resistance. So all of these reaches, there's a little bit more work in your arms than there would be in a ballet class. So just reach a little more, make a little more tension, even as you're staying relaxed other places. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Follow along. Think about those arms. Let me see if this is the right song. Yeah, we're gonna take it the slower tempo so we can really stay loose. Starting with just shoulders and a 6. Stepping on your right foot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to the right. Breathing. Focus on your breath. Circling forward. They can ripple through your body. Arms up and over. Coming forward. Feel it from your back. And reach. Right arm reaches up. And left arm pushes down. And 2, 1, 2, and down. Side to side, reach. And reaching right arm out. Sorry, left, right arm. And reach. And down. And circle when you're down with the hand. This one come together. Other arm and leg. And reach. Now play with those balance points. Almost go too far. And down, go ahead and go down, bent knees, and up. And then flat back, straight knees, and up. Ready, 5, 6, 7, 8, bending down, and up, and flat. And up, and flat. Let's do it at once. 1, and up, flat. It's like a ripple. Again, and flat. In second, slow. And up. Hold on, let's start again. Down, and up, waiting up, 5, 6, going down, up, and up, flat. Go quicker right away, going down, up, and reach. To the right, down, up, and flat. You can pop your back heel, quicker, down, and up, woo, and down. Let your head go. Last time left. And up, and reach. Up, quicker, down. Use your breath. And resting. Woo, shake it out. Stand still for a second. You might be a little dizzy after all those. Why don't you grab a drink real quick if you would like one, and we'll move on. All right. Oh yes, okay. We're gonna do, you've done these before, our little grand battements from plie with the reach in between. So all of these today will come back to first. It doesn't need to be a crazy, super engaged first position. It's more natural where it falls in your hips without straining. Yeah, so I want you turned out, but it doesn't need to be that kind of turnout. And then our arms, when we're doing our swings, they're swinging in and out and down. I don't care too much which arm's in front. When you bring them in, it can kind of switch, that's fine. You do want to, with these arms, feel the catch and release. So we all know it's not positions by now. But it's also not even just kind of this. You have that little drop catch, drop catch, drop catch kind of feeling. So there's weight to those arms. Imagine, I don't know if you guys have ever worn wrist weights. There's different ones. Some are half a pound, some are a pound. But imagine if you had wrist weights, how that would change the way you're moving. So imagine you had those on. Let's start with the right leg to the front. So we'll have swing and in and reach and in, reach. You're gonna go forward as far as you have room. I want it to be beyond your grand battement. And you're going to lift your leg to the back and reach your arms forward, looking at the floor, stepping back. This is the tricky part, is getting back onto that leg and close. And then we do the same thing, side, out, and in, out, and in, out. Your left arm goes over your head. As you reach side, your left leg reaches, bum, step back on it and close. Same thing to the back, out and in, to the back. It's a little weird. Our arms are going to stay here and we're going to look up at the ceiling. Think of your chest. So it's a little bit of a back bend here, not one of these kind of things. Don't want to strain your lower back. It's more of a, like in ballet, the Romeo and Juliet lift, where the lady's here and she makes a nice shelf for the guy to, right. It's imagine that there's someone holding your upper back. There. We go back, up, and close. Today we're gonna go just one swing side, up and swing, up, plie, and first arm over our head, and then we're gonna releve, straight legs, little balance, that same chest lifting, and it's those kind of hallelujah, arms, palms up, and we do a little balance, 6, 7, 8, you plie on 1 to go the other side. That is all. The swings, these are grand battements. So I do want them today, sometimes we'll do like a dégagé height. Today I do want them a little bigger. They might be a little too quick to go to your full height, but still feel that nice lift in the leg. And then the back leg, you want to lift it again above dégagé height today. Nice little extension. So this should be working on that catch and release feeling, keeping your core engaged while you let other things go off your center. But it is also a warm up for your hips and your hamstrings. So make sure you're getting that going as well. Okay, that is all. One more time, that little tag at the end. After you've gone back and you've closed, you go side and lift and side, leaning in your first, and releve and balance, 7, 8, we plie on 1. So we're ready to go. Okay, that is all. Just be aware of your surroundings. If you need to kind of sidestep around so you don't kick things, that's totally fine today. All right, starting in first. Whoops. I believe it was this song. Out and in, out and reach, up and close. That'll be the speed. Ready? And a 5, 6, 7, nice plie, reaching. Up and in, up and reach, up and close, reaching side. Woo! There's my wall, reaching back and in. Back, looking up. One more lift, side and reach, rise, 6. Other side, front, front and reach. Reaching side and in. And lean. Same thing back. Lift it up. Step and close. Leg off. Rise and balance. And plie. Woo, shake it out. All right. Oh, this class goes too fast. We're gonna move on. We'll probably review some of this stuff next class and do we'll put some other combos in as well. I would like to move on to just a little ending phrase to get you hopefully moving some. Let's see. I have to think which way I want you to go first. Okay, why don't we start stepping? I'm gonna mirror you. So I want you guys to step on your right foot first. We did something similar a couple weeks ago. So this is gonna be your little balance, and this is a very grounded twisting and your upper body balance. You don't need to look like with your arms exactly like me. I want you to more feel the weight and the swing of it. But we do go balance, and step on your left leg And we're gonna reach to a fourth on releve. And your back arm, you're shooting it out from your shoulder. So you basically end up in a crossed fourth position, ta-da, on releve here. But the way you get there is it's really thrown and reach. And it's a little less, yes, that was beautiful. I don't know who that was. I think that was Emmeline. But yes, it's that feeling of reaching through, really let it go, let your head go through. So you're gonna do that 3 times. Yeah, balance, and step, reach, and balance, and step, reach, and third time, bum, bum. One more balance, and then you're gonna do shine, turn low like we've done before with your contraction up and over one of these guys. So you're here and you look at the floor. Just be very careful that you don't collide with anything. Then we take one more. Let me make sure I'm on the right hand. Nope, hold on. Turn, da, da. You're gonna step up one more time after you shunnied. Step up and, oh no, wait. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so you're gonna step up one more time, up, step, step, and so it's almost a little pot of gray. That's basically what it is a back, side, front, and then you're gonna take a low piqué arabesque 2 times around yourself in a little circle. But I really want you to be looking where you're going. So it's a reach and reach, that kind of feeling, and up and over, low, and your arms are just down, and you're following your head around. So you've gone bum, 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 reach and reach, step, step. One more arabesque, kind of going into a penché. This one's on flat, reaching. We're almost to the end of it. You're gonna drop and come through to a rise with a high arm. Sorry, like I said, I think my screen is zoomed in for some reason, so you're not gonna get my whole body. So you've gone arabesque, bum, head follows through to reach, and then you just swing across and swing and step, looking up and hold to balance other side, and reaching through and balance and reaching through. Third one and reaching through. Fourth one and shine and reach, step, 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 piqué, piqué, plie, flat foot, arabesque, lifting, drop, arm through, reach, and swing, swing, and step to bouncing. That's all. You just go back and forth, over and over, moving through your little bit of space. Maybe you have more than me. That's really it. Just back and forth, breathing, feeling the weight of your body. Really let your head go, let your head follow. I know with Zoom, a lot of times you have to watch because the audio is not the greatest, and sometimes we get jumping around. But as you get comfortable, try to let your head go as much as you can. So you're really dancing with your whole body. All of this combo, I don't need it to look like me. I don't need you to look a certain way. It's really more about the movement and the flow. It's one of those things like acting, where if you're actually feeling what you're trying to portray, it's gonna come across. Even if, like, someone's anger is going to look different than my anger, possibly, but we'll know it's anger because you're feeling it. So same thing here, we'll know that we'll see the nice flow and the movement and the right movement quality if you're feeling it in your own body. It doesn't need to be the same as me. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, one more review real quick. Balance and step, reach 3 times. Step, reach, 3 of those. Then you do have a 4th balance. That goes into your shunny turn low. Bum, bum. Keep stepping into one more of those little 4ths. Step, step, step. On your first side, you'll step on your right leg and right leg and right leg again, but plie. Lift into a little penché. You go back on yourself and you reach through to a little rise. This is a rock and step, reach. And then we balance it. You balance it back. The leg that's in your tendu second is the one you're going to balance to. So you're ready to go other side. Okay, let's go for it. This is not exactly a waltz. So we'll kind of go through the music. We'll stay on the counts, but there'll be a little bit more of a syncopation to it than if it was actually a 3/4 in the music. It's kind of nice and slow too, so you have bum, 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 step, reach, and bum, 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 step, reach, and so it's got a nice little smooth, not too fast feeling. Ready, and a 5, 6, and a 7, stepping on your right leg, down, step, reach, and down, swoop, and step, reach, and down. Step, reach, and down. Here's your shiny, and reach. Pike, step, reach, drop, releve, drop, side, step, and balance, reach, step, reach. This is 3, step, reach. This is your shiny low, and step, pike, float it, reach, and down, up, swing, let's go again, reach, on your right leg, using your breath. This is your shiny, drop your head, and reach, pike, reaching, drop arm up, swing, let your head follow, looking up, last time keep breathing, shiny low, and reach, pike, reach, drop and releve, reach across, reach, and rest. Woo! All right. Hopefully you are breathing a little heavy after that. All right, let's take a minute. We'll probably do that one again on Thursday, just as a review. Let's do some stretching real quick, just to cool down a little bit. All right, standing nice and tall. Check it out a little bit. And reaching up to the ceiling and rolling down. Go and reach out to a flat back. And drop forward. Rolling up again. This time let your head lead you down to a forward stretch. Foot bicycle your legs, your knees. And let's roll back up. Go ahead and go to a second. Let's take a couple nice little broad plies. And grand plie. And up. Now let's do a side reach. Go ahead and bend your leg. And side reach. And bend. that side to side. Reach and up. Reach and up. And let's roll down in second. And then come up to a flat back. And drop forward. Go ahead and hang there. If you want to stay turned out, you can, or you can turn parallel, whatever feels good. Kind of get some wiggles out. And then just go side to side. Little figure eights with your arms coming back up. All the way back up. And we will call it quits for today because I have to get to another class.